but I'm too tired to go for a walk. September 19th, 2011. By the time I finished with my correspondence and phoning for tomorrow's appointments, I was so tired this evening, I could hardly keep my eyes open. It was getting quite dark out, but I dragged my tired butt out for a walk. By the time I'd gone half a kilometer, I started feeling really good. The breeze was blowing in the treetops, but it was fairly quiet at ground level. I could hear the highway traffic and I was thinking of the people who drive truck for a living, and how lucky I was to have a job where I could sleep in my own bed every night. I could hear cows bawling in the distance. I wondered, were their calves separated from the cows in preparation for branding and castrating? Did the cows worry about their calves, just like we do when we are separated from our very young children? Was this like a young mother who is trying to get her baby to sleep through the night and wondering whether her baby will actually sleep without being picked up after only 3 or 4 nights? One of my Facebook friends is going through this process right now. How stressful for her to hear her baby crying, yet restraining from picking up her baby and cuddling him or her because all the older, wiser mothers tell her that is what she must do if she is ever going to get a restful night's sleep. As I look up at the stars, I wonder who else is looking up at the same stars at this very moment. When we lived in Australia and New Zealand, I used to look up at the moon early in the evening and wonder if my family back in Canada was looking at the moon at the same time. In those days, phone calls back home were very expensive and far apart. Letters used to take a couple of weeks to get home, and another 2 weeks before we got a reply. Now we sit at a keyboard and I can chat with my Australian friends as though we are in the next room. The times, they are a-changing. Funny, I never feel alone when I'm out for my walk. Before I know it, I'm back home, feeling totally energized. Funny, I never feel alone when I'm out for my walk. Before I know it, I'm back home, feeling totally energized. I guess I'm like an old car battery. When totally at rest, the battery slowly loses its power until eventually it cannot turn the motor over and must be discarded. If, however, the car is started up and driven around a bit, the generator alternator recharges the battery and it's good to go for some time again. So if you're feeling really tired, try going out for a little walk. See what you can see, listen for what you can hear, and recharge your battery.